This is an adjustable dripper on threads. They are available in two spray patterns. Pictured here is the 360-degree spray pattern. To adjust the flow of each dripper, turn the top of the dripper left or right, depending if you want to increase or decrease the flow rate. The drippers can be turned completely off while other parts of your system are in use. Pictured here is the 180-degree spray pattern. Our hanging basket kits include the 360-degree adjustable dripper on threads. To suspend the dripper above a hanging basket, thread the dripper into a rigid riser. The other end of the rigid riser has a 1/4 inch barb that can be pushed into the mainline tubing that is above the basket. The rigid risers do a great job of holding the dripper directly over the center of the basket. The other method of installation is to elevate the drippers using a rigid riser and rigid riser holding stake. The first step in installation is to punch a hole in the mainline tubing. A 1/4 inch barbed connector is then used to attach the 1/4 inch tubing to the mainline tubing. Push the 1/4 inch tubing over the barb. Now, push the other end of the barbed connector into the hole that was punched. The next step will be to connect the 1/4 inch tubing to the barbed end of the rigid riser. This is done by pushing the tubing all the way over the barb. A tip is to heat the end of the tubing with warm water. This temporarily softens the tubing, making fitting insertion easier. Now, take the rigid riser and snap it into the groove of the rigid riser holding stake. Then, push the stake into the ground at the location you wish to water. The last step is to screw the threaded end of the threaded dripper into the top of the rigid riser. This can be done with just your hands. No special tools are required.